So here's a story that's bound to make at least a few people angry. 4 months into our marriage, my wife gets pregnant with our son Noah. And one of the conversations that comes up during that pregnancy that I was not anticipating, nor did we think to really address it in premarital counseling or anything like that, was the subject of vaccinations. My wife, for reasons I'm not going to go into because it's not my story to tell, was against getting our kids vaccinated. Me, on the other hand, I grew up in Germany. I've been vaccinated according to CDC guidelines and European guidelines, so I have it all. I've also gone overseas to do some missions work, so I've been vaccinated for things like COVID-19, yellow fever, dengue fever, typhoid, malaria, all of that fun stuff. Correction, malaria is not treated by a vaccine. I took medication for it, but that's neither here nor there. Needless to say, I was for it. She was against it. And it was a topic of conversation for about a week or two. And my wife eventually came to me and said, whatever decision you make, I'll trust you. When it comes to the scriptures, there's two words that are used for submit in relationship to women. The first one is idios, which just simply means that the relationship of the wife to the husband is special. It's unique. It's not like any other relationship. The other one is hupotasso, which means to be ordered, basically, to arrange yourself under the husband. The first word is easy. It's easy to think of your relationship to your spouse as something that is unique, that is protected, that is sacred, that is holy. That's the word that we find in places like Ephesians 5 when it says, wives, submit to your husbands. The second one, not so much. That's the one that we typically have issues with. Like, why should I order myself under the husband? And this is where it's helpful to remember that the illustration of the wife being submitted to the husband is that of the church submitted to Christ. So the relationship of the church with Christ is special, it's unique, it's holy, it's separated from the world, it's different from the world. But also, too, the relationship of the church is submitted under the authority of Jesus. It's ordered. But it's important to remember how Scripture describes that submission to Jesus, right? Because the way that the Scriptures talk about it is that we are co-heirs with Christ. As Paul puts it, we are children of God and co-heirs with Christ, meaning we are submitted to God. Jesus is the leadership, but we are co-heirs. We're on the same level as Jesus when it comes to the inheritance and reigning and ruling on the earth. And Peter is the one that relates that relationship to the wives, saying that husbands shouldn't be harsh with their wives because they are co-heirs